Hi everyone, it's Atia. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my May TBR, where I tell you all the books that I'm striving to read in the month of May. First up, if you haven't checked out my May TBR jar video, I picked 3 books from my lovely TBR jar. You can head over to that video to find out what they are and what they are about. And then aside from those 3 that were picked from the jar, we have 4 more here that I am hoping to read during the month of May. First up, we have When We Left Cuba by Chanel Cleaton. She is the author of Next Year in Havana. If you saw my, I don't know if it was January or February wrap up, you know that I think it was January. You know that I absolutely loved her other book. I think it was also her debut, Next Year in Havana. I gave that 5 stars. It's one of my favorite books of the year so far, so I'm really looking forward to this book, which follows one of the sisters of the grandmother in Next Year in Havana. So it's not necessarily a sequel. You can read them separate of one another, but they are companion novels in a sense. So this follows Beatrice Perez. She is a sugar heiress, and she is recruited by the CIA to infiltrate Fidel Castro's inner circle, and she's pulled into a dangerous world of espionage, and she's consumed by her quest for revenge and her desire to reclaim the life that she lost. So I'm very interested in this. And this came out I think it came out this month. I believe so. I think. Don't quote me on that. Next up, we have Sabrina and Karina by Callie fajardo-anstine. I may have completely butchered their entire last name, so I apologize. This is, I believe, a collection of short stories. Magnetic story collection breathes life into her Latina characters of indigenous ancestry and the land they inhabit in the American West. Against the remarkable backdrop of Denver, Colorado, a place that is as fierce as it is exquisite, these women navigate the land the way they navigate their lives, with caution, grace, and quiet force. I'm really looking forward to this, especially because it's a collection of short stories. I'm recently finding that I actually do, depending on what the overall theme is, I can enjoy a collection of short stories, and this seems like something that I would enjoy. Next, we actually have a classic, which I didn't pick out of any kind of jar. No one forced me to read this. I was just reorganizing one of my shelves on this bookcase behind me, and I picked it up, and I was like, huh. And I kind of flipped through it. I read the first couple sentences and was like, I'm going to try and give this a go again. And that is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I read this in 10th grade in high school, and I remember really enjoying it, really enjoying the premise of it. And it is, if I could say, like one of the, it's one of my favorite classics that I read during my time in high school, and I'm interested to see whether or not it will continue to be a favorite. And this is the Book Outlet exclusive Paper Mill Press edition. I have a bunch of these for a bunch of classics, but this is the Wuthering Heights one, and it comes with its own little bookmark, which is very convenient. Last but not least, if you watched my April TBR video, you know that I'm attempting to read The Priory of the Orange Tree, and I set the goal of reading halfway through in the month of April. It is now April 26th. I can tell you that is not happening. I'm not going to get to page 402 by April 30th. I'm currently on page 59, and so I am continuing into the month of May with the overall goal of finishing this book in the month of May, but if not, I'm not going to be too upset. So this might be like a end of April, all of May, beginning of June type book that it spans. And this deals with a queendom, it deals with dragons, it deals with a lot. Like I said, I'm only 59 pages in, so I can't tell you what the overall plot is, but yeah. So these are some of the books that I am trying to read during the month of May. Like I said before, there are 3 other ones that I picked for my TBR jar, and you can head over to my May TBR jar video to find out what those books are. Let me know down in the comments below, what books are you trying to get to in the month of May? What are some books you started at the end of April, hoping to finish by the end of April, but then, you know, it just didn't work out that way? Make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up, share with all of your bookish friends, make sure you're subscribed, and that you've pushed the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Check me out on Goodreads, Twitter, and Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!